Jiyoung Kim, mentoring myself. Jiyoung Kim, mentoring myself.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. After delivering my speech, I'll have to go through another stage, final stage, which is self-evaluation. Have you noticed that every evaluation ends with the same statement, which is, I recognize how this project applies to my life outside of my Toastmasters. Well, it sounds like all pathway projects want me to change as I learned. But frankly speaking, in the early days of my Toastmasters, it was a small, celebration ceremony, kind of simply checking for completion, putting a period. But later on, as I rating one after another, I found it a good moment to look back on myself. Well, even though I may earn a great applause for my speech, well, it is only myself who can tell honestly if that was successful or not. Well, luckily, thanks to the self-evaluation, I was able to be aware of myself and my status of achieving goals. So I thought like this: what if I make use of self-evaluation as self-mentoring? Well, Toastmasters encourage members to work together through mentorship. However, I think it should be me who can best tailor mentoring for myself, especially in this COVID-19 situation. This can be a great practice to self-motivated and self-directed and self-educating mentoring for myself. Do you agree? So then how can we start? How can I start my self-mentoring? Well, from now on, I'd like to tell you my plan, my mentoring plan. It's not happening yet. So firstly, I'd like to describe clearly what I wish to accomplish. When someone asks me, what am I doing lately? I usually answers back, well, working a little bit of this and a little of that. Well, I usually answer so in a vague manner, and such an uncertain working habit just got me an unproductive results, I think. So I'm gonna make a project list and its deadline and put it on the wall. Actually, on my monitor, there are several stickers posted so I can see it every day. Then, next step, how can I monitor my work progress? Well, I think my biggest weak point is ineffective work pattern. It's greatly because of my schedule is very flexible and nobody actually cares whether I'm behind the schedule or not. I'm just self-employed or just working by myself. So I really need some kind of a supervising tool on my work. So I'm going to make a work progress table and track my performance and save everything in number data, facts and figure, so I can see it clearly. Okay. So in order to produce some tangible outcomes, I may need to, well, consume a certain amount of art materials. I mean, I'm going to evaluate my work by quantity. Well, the number of sketchbooks, number of canvases, and so on. Because once my art teacher told me that if you want to make a good work of art, you have to consume at least 1 ton of paint. And he said, you should also spend at least 1 volume of sketchbook for your daily drawing. I think that makes sense. And today's word, well, atomic habit, I should do something every day, a little small portion of habit, okay? Then lastly, how can I make better me with vision? How can I make improvement in my profession and my personal life? I think it's definitely should come from my study, research, and reading. So I'm going to set kind of a monthly theme activity or monthly theme for my research, such as postmodernism in February and contemporary artists of Korea in March, things like that. Luckily, in the world of online, many quality resources are accessible for free. And I'm also subscribed to many artist, educational newsletter service, as well as YouTube channel. And there are tons of awesome online platform for art where I gain insight and from their top-notch collections of work and articles. So I'll make everything work for my knowledge and building some fundamental. Well, lastly, so my conclusion is, Socrates, the great philosopher, said, know yourself. And I'm fully agree with this. In order to be strong, from my core, I think I should understand myself better and fully mindful and aware of myself. I mean, my weakness, things to be improved, and my desire, things like that. And even when the things go wrong, instead of complaining or blaming on myself, I'll think about my mentor. What did a good mentor do to me in this situation? So I believe self-mentoring could be a good option in this situation. And I want to practice how to respect myself more and be more mindful. Thank you.